Okay, hello students. As we have already discussed in LCR circuit the resonance condition. Today I would like to discuss about the resonating circuit. So before discussing this circuit, we have to discuss about resonance condition in LCR circuit. What is resonance condition in LCR circuit? As you are already aware, with this formula Z is equal to under root R square plus XL minus XC whole square. Since the condition for resonance is that where the value of Z should be minimum and the current should be maximum. In that case, there will be a resonating condition in LCR circuit. Now here, if XL is equal to XC, then this factor will becomes 0, then Z is equal to R. If Z is equal to R, then I max becomes V by Z is equal to V by R. Now here, if R is minimized, then current will be maximum. So this is the condition for resonance in LCR circuit. Now here, if R is taken 0, then I max will be infinity. Is it possible in a LCR circuit? No, because in LCR circuit, the value of resistance will never be 0. So the current may be maximum, but it will not reaches to the infinite value. So finally, we came to this point in our mind that in LCR circuit, for resonance, Z should be equal to R. In that case, I max will be equal to V by Z is equal to V by R. And XL will be equal to XC. If XL is equal to XC, then we get the frequency F is equal to 1 by 2 pi under root NC. So this is called resonating frequency. And resonating frequency, if applied frequency F, is equal to FO, 2FO, 3FO, like this way, this means integral multiple of this natural frequency. If integral multiple of this natural frequency is just equal to the applied frequency on this LCR circuit, then current will be maximum, and Z will be minimum. So this is the condition for resonance. Now the next topic will be series LCR resonant circuit. Series LCR resonant circuit. What is this? Series LCR resonant circuit is that circuit in which current flows in the direction of applied voltage. In this case, XL becomes equal to XC and impedance of circuit is equal to capital R equal to resistance, then the current becomes maximum and impedance becomes minimum. Such frequency is called resonant frequency. So Fo is equal to 1 by 2 pi under root LC. Now here, since at XL minus XC is equal to 0, therefore XL is equal to XC. So omega L is equal to 1 by omega C, implies that omega is equal to 1 by under root LC. This is called omega 0. Now here, when omega 0 is equal to 1 by under root LC, then relation between here omega 0 and current, omega 0 and current, we obtain its maximum value. This means here the curve will follow like this way. The relation between current and omega 0, this is called resonating frequency. We obtain such types of curve. Here the value of current becomes maximum, I becomes max, and here it is omega 0. If we take 2 points, one is here and other is here, we find here suppose that omega 1 and here suppose that omega 2. Then we can say here that omega 1 is less than omega 0. Omega 1 is less than omega 0 and omega 2 greater than omega 0. In both condition, current is not maximum. Therefore current is maximum only when omega is equal to omega 0. Similarly, if we follow this curve, this is omega 0 and this is Z, that is called impedance of the circuit. We get such types of relation like this way. This is here Z minimum. So this is omega 0. Now suppose it is taken as omega and here it is omega. So this is omega 0. If we take any two value here, it is omega 1 and this is omega 2, then at omega 1 less than omega 0 or omega 2 greater than omega 0, z is not minimum, but at omega is equal to omega 0, z is minimum. Z is minimum. Therefore, omega 0 is that special frequency where current is maximum or Z is minimum. Z is minimum. So circuit resonates to any given frequency. So here in this case the following points are very important. First, in series LCR circuit, XL is equal to XC. Second, in series LCR circuit, current flows in applied voltage. Third, at omega is equal to omega 0, current is maximum. And fourth point, the voltage across L and C becomes greater than the applied voltage. So therefore this circuit is also called voltage. Therefore this circuit also amplify the voltage So it is called voltage amplifier. Voltage amplifier. So this is all about this series LCR resonate circuit. Now the next topic, half power point. Half power point bandwidth and Q factor. What is called half power point? First we have to discuss this topic. Half power point, if we draw the graph between power and frequency, then we have to find out what will be the maximum value at the midpoint. So it is called half power point. Suppose that we know P is equal to Vrms into Irms into cos phi. You know this formula, P is equal to Vrms into Irms into cos phi. This is the formula for power dissipation obtained in the case of LR or CR circuit. P is equal to this into cos phi, where cos phi is known as power factor. Here this can be written as V0 by root 2 into I0 by root 2 into cos phi. So this becomes half V0 I0 cos phi. Here this will be half V0. In place of I0 we can say V0 by Z. This Z is impedance of the circuit, and cos phi R by Z. You know this formula, cos phi is equal to R by Z. So this becomes half V0 square upon V0 square R upon Z square. Here P is equal to half V0 into V0 becomes V0 square R upon Z square. Now since Z for LCR circuit becomes under root R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square for LCR circuit. So this becomes P is equal to half V0 square R divided by R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square. Now here, if omega tends to 0 or omega tends to infinity, if omega tends to 0, so this becomes 0, but this becomes infinity, so P becomes 0. If omega tends to infinity, then this will be infinity, this will be 0, so again it becomes infinity, so this will be 0. So if omega tends to 0 or omega tends to infinity, then P tends to 0. So this means at 0 frequency or at lower frequency or at higher frequency there will be no power dissipation. But if omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square is equal to 0. This value becomes 0. Then Z becomes minimum. Z becomes minimum. So power becomes maximum. So power becomes maximum. Therefore, P max equal to, when this is taken 0, then Z becomes minimum, and when Z becomes minimum, then P becomes maximum. Look this situation here. Since it is Z, if Z is minimum, then power is maximum. And when it will be minimum, when omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square is equal to 0. This quantity will never be negative, because omega is not negative quantity, it is always positive quantity. And being square, it will never be negative. So its minimum value will be 0. And when its minimum value will be 0, then Z becomes minimum. And if Z becomes minimum, then P becomes maximum. So what will be P max? From there, half V0 square R divided by R square. Why? Because it is 0, so remains R square. This becomes half V0 square divided by R. This is P max. Here. Now, substitute this value here. It will be written as, therefore, P is equal to half V0 square by R. We take out half V0 square by R. Then it will be written as R square upon R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square. Look at seriously how it becomes this. P is equal to this much. We have to substitute this value P max half V0 square R in that equation. So now see here, half V0 square by R into R square upon this much. When you solve it, you get R square cancelled, you have V square by V square into R. So here it is V square into R divided by this much, and that is here. Therefore, it is converted in this form. And when it is converted in this form, then easily you may substitute here P max, because this is P max into R square upon R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square. Now, here this is P max. This is the value of P max. Where? When omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square is equal to 0. So this will be omega 0. Now we take 2 points here. This is the point A and this is the point B. So this becomes P max by 2, and these 2 points are called half power point, because here this frequency is suppose that omega 1 and this frequency is omega 2. So these 2 points are called half power points. This A half power point, similarly B half power point for omega 2, and this is for omega 1. Now here for half power point P is equal to P max by 2. P max by 2. If from here to here it is P max, then at the midpoint it becomes P max by 2. For both the points A and B, A is for omega 1 and B is for omega 2, and for these 2 points this P max will be same. So substituting here, we have P max by 2 is equal to, in place of P write P max by 2, here P max into R square divided by R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square. So this will be cancelled out. We have half is equal to R square divided by R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square. So this becomes 2R square is equal to R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square. So simply it becomes omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square is equal to R square. Therefore, omega L minus 1 by omega C is equal to R, taking square root. Now here this becomes omega square when multiplied by omega. We have here omega square L minus 1 by C is equal to omega R. Since omega is multiplied on both sides, we come to this equation, and when L is divided on both sides, then this will be omega square minus 1 by LC is equal to omega R by L. So this becomes omega square minus omega R by L minus 1 by LC equal to 0 here. Since we know that omega naught is equal to 1 by under root LC, implies that this equation is converted omega square minus omega R by L minus omega naught is equal to 0. This is the equation. Since this equation, since above equation is quadratic in omega, so it has 2 roots omega 1 and omega 2, omega 1 and omega 2. Again, now omega is always positive, omega is always positive, so omega 1 and omega 2 will be positive roots of above equation, positive root of above equation. So this becomes again by Sridharacharya's rules, by Sridharacharya's rule, this omega is equal to here r by l plus minus under root r by l whole square minus 4 into 1 into minus omega naught divided by 2 into 1. So this becomes r by l plus minus under root r square by l square, this upon 2. Now solving it, we get r by l plus minus under root r square minus 4 omega 0 l square divided by l upon 2. So finally this comes r plus minus under root r square minus 4 omega 0 l square upon 2l. So this finally written as r upon 2l plus minus under root r square minus 4 omega 0 l square upon 2l. On separating it, since omega is positive quantity, so we have to take its positive roots. So now let omega 1 is equal to r by 2l plus under root r square minus 4 omega 0 l square divided by 2l, and omega 2 is equal to minus r by 2l plus under root r square minus 4 omega 0 l square divided by 2l. So this is the value of omega 1 and omega 2 on half power point A and B. So the frequency at point A is omega 1 and frequency at point B is omega 2. Therefore, omega 2 minus omega 1, this is equal to here omega 2 minus omega 1. When we take the difference of this, then it will be r by 2l minus r by 2l. Remaining factors will be cancelled out. We get minus 2r by 2l. So this will be r by l, leaving negative sign. In this way, it is called delta omega. This delta omega is known as bandwidth. This is known as bandwidth. Here, A and B. This is bandwidth. Now here, if we increase to omega 0, if our frequency is reaching to omega 0, then this bandwidth becomes shorten and shorten. And at omega 0, this bandwidth becomes 0. So it is called sharpness of this series resonating series. Therefore, this delta omega is known as bandwidth. As this bandwidth becomes shorter and shorter, then sharpness of the circuits becomes higher and higher. So such types of circuits are designed in a communication system to have a minimum bandwidth, and then we have a sharpness of the circuit. Now again, Q factor. Here, what is Q factor? Q factor, quality factor, it is known as omega 0 upon delta omega. This means here resonating frequency divided by bandwidth is called quality factor. Here it has no unit because unit of omega 0 and delta omega is same, so it is cancelled out. It is only a number. So quality factor, this is known as quality factor. Q is equal to, quality factor is equal to this much. Now here if we put the value of Q factor is equal to omega 0 upon delta omega, this is omega 0 upon delta omega. Omega 0 is 1 upon under root LC, and this is R by L. So this becomes 1 by under root LC into L by R here. So it is 1 by R, this is cancelled, under root L by C, quality factor. Here Q proportional 1 by R, Q proportional 1 by under root C, and Q proportional under root L. So if resistance and capacitance decreases, then quality factor increases, and if L, inductance of a coil, increases, then quality factor increases. So if R and C increases or decreases, then Q increases. But if L increases, then Q also increases. So this means if we are decreasing the resistance and capacitance of the circuit, LCR resonating circuit, then quality factor what? If this are decreasing, then quality factor increases. But if L increases, then quality factor also increases. Since L proportional N square, the value of L depends on number of turns in the coil. So by increasing the number of turns in the coil which is used in LCR circuit, then we can increase the quality factor. And if quality factor increases, then you know that bandwidth decreases. In this way, to increase the sharpness, to increase the sharpness or to avoid the noise in communication system, we have to take more number of turns in the coil which is used, and we take R and S very less. This means less resistance and less capacitance will increase the quality factor of the circuit. Okay, thank you. That's all. Transformer.